Welcome into chapter 4 of Quantum Break. But the length of it, we'll probably split it in half. So the VOD for this will be over 2 videos on YouTube. Yeah. All right, let's get on in. No, I have not played the game yet. We are just getting started. We've just been vibing and chatting. It's been nice. Chatting all the things. Just make sure I set the, I did put that back. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was worried that I hadn't put the volume control where it needed to be again. The secret history of time travel.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive, Dr. Amaral. That made you priority 1.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
All right, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
So at the end of the last episode, we kidnapped a doctor. Ooh.
Gotta get to higher ground.
And is there another thing here? Just here. Oh, up there, I see. We gate crashed a party. Why is there a cat? I reckon it's that. Can I? Wait, what? No, where am I going? Oh, here, I see.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of Monarch. I don't know, maybe you could sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up. Let me know. Pretty exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat. Monarch's right on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. How's Dr. Amaral?
Still kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check.
Where is this fucking cat sound effect coming from? Diaries and upgrades. How many points have we got? We've got 8 points. We can get this now. Hey. Oh, okay. Increased range. Time stop. Increased strength. Costs 1. Okay, 4 points to get to the next one.
Paul. What the actual fuck?
Graffiti of his brother.
Gotta get inside before the chopper spots me.
Nope, not that one. This. Where is this fucking cat? What's this? Choppy saw? Buzzsaw? Can I interact with this graffiti?
Still there?
Shut up.
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
Dramatic roll. TV. What? Night Springs? No way.
So, we don't know where he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement.
Night Springs is this like Twilight Zone
in Night Springs.
Yeah, it's like a Twilight Zone rip that they made
Happening in
Gitu. In Alan Wake.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
And yet, that is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
It's Night Springs.
Night Cringe.
Springs.
Bright Blings.
Night Springs.
Fright. Whinge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves
And the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource in Night
Yeah.
Springs.
Wow. Wow.
Things.
Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah, Night Springs is a TV show that features in Alan Wake. It's like a Twilight Zone sort of knockoff thing. And you collect the episodes as you go through.
We still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder. Doing another sweep.
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring theme of the night. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright
Thanks for your
ideas?
patience, folks. Have you on your way again soon.
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant gas sign out front. Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
And I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
Oh.
Okay, how are we getting down there? Where's the fire pole?
For those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack. Joyce may also have been involved in a firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line we have...
Yeah, it's just made for Alan Wake.
Excuse me, sir. We're helping the police looking for a terrorist.
But clearly they've
Is that the guy who blew up the library?
put a few little Easter eggs. Oh my god, why is this so fucking laggy?
You see anything out of the ordinary? Well, I mean, there's a sports car parked in the streets back there.
What did I see there? I didn't see anything. Okay, I'm just imagining it. It's fine.
Damn it. Better hurry.
It's so crunchy. Uh-oh.
Joyce, thanks for your continued patience. Please talk to one of our security personnel if you have anything to report.
Mm.
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Right. Ow! What the fuck was that? Okay. Let's get a upgraded pistol. Uh-oh. What's that over there? Gas canisters. Doesn't look like there's anything else for mine. Where's my gun gone? Oh, you're one of them. Assault rifle. Gimme. Oh, he's behind me. Fucking where? Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm not a fan of these guns. I don't know.
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No,
Can I?
but it gave me an opportunity to climb up on the bridge and cross it. Slip right past Monarch. More or
Explodey
less unattended.
points. I don't know if I've missed something. I don't think I have though. There's just the
Get up on
explosions.
that bridge and make my
Yeah,
way across it
shush.
before the stutter ends.
It's fine. Um. Big stutter. Oh, it's a light. I thought it was a thingy, but it's not. It's just the fucking light fixture. Alright, let's go climbing. Hey, what's that?
The scene on the bridge was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
So in connection with recent terror events, do not approach. Contact Monarch Solutions with any information. So Charlie and Fiona were in the tunnel before.
Listen, if you see him, don't try to approach.
Wanted Jack Joints, armed and dangerous.
Okay?
Even worse than
Laptop.
my passport picture.
Just be patient, so
Field orders to operate Martin Hatch. All field operatives be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. All orders and instructions from him, new or existing, have been rendered invalid and have been countermanded. Please contact your supervisor for further information as required. Hatch is responsible for the destruction of vital medical supplies and involved in the deaths of numerous Monarch personnel, may be collaborating with Jack Joyce. The investigation is ongoing, but Martin Hatch is to be detained with maximum force if encountered. If he cannot be captured, he should be considered a priority target who under no circumstances should be allowed to escape. Take no chances, he is considered to be extremely dangerous. So, yeah. Okay, it makes sense, but it's annoying. Because he was trying to kill us before, but now they're thinking that we're working with him. So we shoot out here. Oh my god. It's one of the big boys. I'm gonna have to remember how to press buttons again. Okay, these guys here, we have to... God. Okay. You. Ow! Oh god, how many of them are there? If I can at least get rid of the little dudes, then I can work on the big guy, but I need to remember how to... Okay, he's damaged at the moment. No.
Okay. Okay, good. It's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Is he back up? Okay, what guns have I got here? That. Okay. Where is... There's another piece that we've missed. Somewhere? What? Yeah. Oh no, it is back there and I can't go to it. What? Oh, fucking what? There wasn't anything there before though. Why is it there now? This game's fucking with me. There's something back there. Unless it's underneath, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's underneath us. It's another ammo bag. Okay. On the upside, I did actually remember how to beat that thing, so that's something, I guess. Is there anything else up here? What was I meant to get? I know there's something over that way. I can't do it. What's this? 5 or 6 chronon.
All right.
So there's got to be another one somewhere. But I feel like it's backwards and I can't go backwards. Yeah, the only thing on the map is over that way and I can't go that way. Can you run? What? Are we qualifying this under big boat stuck? Fucking hell. That's not good, my friends. Oh. I'm ready for some parkour.
Oh no. This is so bad.
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
Yeah. That hurt. Okay. So anything wobbly, I really need to keep it running. Whee! Ooh. Now can I go this way to get my thing? No. There. Nope, not like that. Not like that. Okay.
Frozen crash was a mess. Somehow I had to find my way across, hope for the best.
remember how to stop time again. Something like this, and then... Not the gun. Not the shield. I don't know. I can't remember the right button, so we're just working with what we've got. Oh, okay, this is a Y.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
I can't stand on that. Can't walk around that. Is it here? Oh, I see. Dude, can you not slow motion on me? Oh, real time again. Okay, cool. Let's
The route down wasn't exactly user-friendly. The fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops, off sync. Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. In chaos. Frozen. And no one would know.
Messy.
The fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
But how? But how? Oh, we're back at the pool.
You don't understand the power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out. And the fracture's
How did we get here?
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it.
Oh my
You
god.
can help us get there faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
Sean
I'll
Ashmore.
have to run
Yes.
diagnostics on the machine. Can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Amaral to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
I swear we all had different cultural touchstones because he is always Jake from Animorphs.
And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
You talk. I'm going over here. Nothing to play with. Over there, maybe some glowy golds. Okay. Beth's charts and plans to travel. Steal the countermeasure. Oh, what did you do, Beth?
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working.
Iceman. Alright, so there's a few things for us to investigate.
This was the guy delivering the speech at the gala.
Name's Martin Hatch. According to Monarch Radio, he's been deemed a traitor. Sabotaged a Monarch lab.
Potential ally?
I don't think so.
Not even close.
Okay, what we know so far. Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. Oops. Joined Monarch 2001, became Serene's chief advisor around 2007. No records from before 2001. Who is he? Where did he come from? Working against Monarch. Possible links to the following. Death of Dr. Kim unconfirmed. Alone with Dr. Kim at time of death. Death occurred just as Kim was on the verge of a solution to Serene's time sickness. University time machine sabotage unconfirmed. Ad is going to start in 3 minutes. Miscalculations on purpose. Hatch seen in lab. Assistance in Sophia kidnapping confirmed. Directed Monarch while kidnapping occurred. Knew we were coming. Didn't alert Serene. Destruction of Serene's remaining sickness treatments unconfirmed. Was present outside Dr. Kim's lab when the lab was destroyed. Accused Sophia of being responsible. Helped Charlie Wincott escape confirmed. Currently helping Charlie reach Monarch Tower undetected. Disobeyed direct orders from Paul Serene. Wants access to CFR. Potentially desires to sabotage the lifeboat protocol. Sabotaging Serene. Motive, secretly assuring Serene's downfall. Wants to take over Monarch, but why? Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan from within. No possible reason. Doesn't believe countermeasure could stop the time fracture. Not an ally. Works for Monarch, therefore believes end of time is inevitable. Then why attempt to sabotage the lifeboat protocol? Tis the real question, isn't it?
Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Point. Anything else for me? What's in here? A radio.
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before. She knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
There's something over there.
I can relate.
It's a bit under.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
It's precious.
Mm.
And weird.
It's weird. Everyone was weird. They saw a man die when they were children, apparently. Sure, that did some things. Is there nothing this way at all? Have we exhausted this column? Already gotten all the items from here, apparently. There were a bunch of things. I think we're too far away from them. But I saw some orange shit over this way, so let's have a look. We already looked at that, which is why it's
Jack, you've got
okay,
to
here we
see
go.
this.
Bunch of things.
Hey,
What do you got?
shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
I will, get out of the way.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Oh, can you get out of the fucking way? So I can look?
What's on the computer?
Thank you.
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
Okay, so from Sophia to Paul. Dream Journal 5. My 5th entry. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. Who's messaging? Sorry. Oh. I pressed the wheat stalks to the side with my hands, softly sifting through them at first, but as I pressed forward, the stalks began to warp and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every movement led to a burning sensation. The world desaturated, time stopped. I heard the unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching. Shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body until it became completely unbearable. The pain trumped logic. I needed to make it stop. I needed to make it all stop. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. The pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and as he died, his identity became clear. It was me. I had become the very threat I once feared. But I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but somehow I could understand his every intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher conscious. Then I heard a voice behind me, Dr. Kim. He joined us. He told me that time was once the fire in which we all burned. He told me we would burn no more. Dr. Peretta, I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry in his dream journal. I'm growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness, really, as far as I can determine, the Cronon syndrome, as a more metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue, but I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all this. These exercises were meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it's resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition's getting worse by the day. Is not Peretta the name of the dude who does Alan Wake's voice? Why is this so hard? Can you just give me the fucking information? No, not coffee, although close. There was a lot of coffee references. Matthew Peretta. Yeah. Okay. So the person that she's emailing here is Manuel Peretta, but Peretta, the dude who does Alan Wake's voice, is Matthew Peretta, spelled the same. I like finding all the little Easter things. Easter egg things. Okay. Alright, so we've looked at that. Can I talk there?
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings. So I've been filling it in with false leads for fun. Do you want to pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay.
Hey, Caitlin. Yeah, it's from Remedy Studios. So we've been playing through all the Remedy games. So it's Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Control, and Alan Wake 2. This one is not part of the Remedy connected universe. So Control and Alan Wake are set in the same universe, even though the games have different stories and different characters. But this game is not part of any of that. But it has little Easter eggs scattered right throughout because it's all made by Remedy. The only Remedy game I have not played is Max Payne, and I won't be. It's not a style of game I enjoy, and that's fine. So, but yeah, So this is the last Remedy game I have.
Okay. The date is. It's February 28th.
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
1999.
After months
First experiment.
arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay.
Is this before or after Control?
Chronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future.
2019, it would have been before.
Is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric of
You having a good day so far, Caitlin? A hobbit? Where? What? No. It's not a hobbit. It's Jack's brother Will, who is definitely not a hobbit. He is a whole grown person. I don't know if I've got a... Will. It's just a really awkward camera angle. But no, he is a full tall actual person. Just normal. It's just he's bending down and looking into a camera, trying to have it at face level, which is a very awkward way to do it. Oh, there's lots of stuff in here. Let's go.
Hey, Amy. What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
Hey, Nick. Good morning. Unknown Monarch personnel. Hey, Chew, come in. This is First Aid 1. We got a situation at the hospital. Go ahead, First Aid 1. It's a fucking mess down here. Burke showed up for his wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him, but Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him and, well, Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital, so that's kind of shit show over. Do you have the situation contained? Where's Burke? We're working on the scene and wiped the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight or where they are now. Same goes for Burke. He's in the wind. So's his wife. Heh. Oh, that's what happened at the end of the last episode. He looks like Dominic Monaghan, who played a Hobbit. He might have. Look, I'm not a Lord of the Rings person. I'm not a person to ask that kind of question. Let's have a look real quick. What are we playing? Quantum. Oh my god, what did I press? Stop that. Quantum Break. Fast. It is... Why would they not put the fucking names of the characters under them so I can attach things? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant just he looked hobbity. It is actually Dominic Monaghan, by the way, so you are correct. Yes. It is him, actually. So, Monaghan? Monaghan? Either way, yes, it was him. For real. I'm sorry. Oh, my brain. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I didn't piece the context together for that. Oh my gosh. I was about to dive down the cast for this is actually pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of people that you look at and go, oh, it's that person from that thing that time, which is great. My cat is Pippin. I used to have a cat called Pippa, but she was not named after anything as far as I know. She was just Pippa. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a ding dong. Controlling the Riverport situation from Clarice to field team leads. I know the situation is fluid and things are progressing fast, but I want to reiterate our strategy for maintaining control over the city of Riverport. As you all know, we can't actually directly control the city. We don't have the manpower and we don't have the actual authority. Therefore, vital we maintain a good relationship with the media and the local authorities and have them do as much of the heavy lifting for us. Ideally, everything we do should be either undertaken by the authorities under our discreet direction, or in cases where we take direct action ourselves, backed by the powers that be, creating the illusion that Monarch Solutions is working in cooperation with legal authorities. Make no mistake, although we've been successful thus far, the situation is not stable, and it can change quickly. If key parties in the city lose confidence in us and our ability to handle the crisis, our control will erode very quickly. Therefore, we must nurture this relationship even as we conduct our own operations, some of which involve considerable troop mobilization and combat action. This is a considerable balancing act, and while I am confident we can pull it off, there's no room for error. We can't afford to grow complacent and sloppy. Fortunately, we are well prepared for this contingency. Long before we reached this point, we established good rapport with the Mayor, Riverport, PD, and other major authorities within Riverport, as well as most of the important media outlets. Our strategy is twofold. One, maintain control. It's imperative that we ensure the city's various power structures remain under our control. This means maintaining a close relationship with numerous individuals and organizations, as well as manipulating the information at their disposal. While Charlie Wincott is unfortunately no longer working on this project due to unforeseen complications, he defected. He's set up powerful tools and procedures for scrubbing the internet and identifying and locating problematic situations and individuals. We're stationing people in key locations and maintaining control, often under the guise of advisors and consultants to people in power. They're ready to step in as required. Anybody working in these roles needs to be proactive and project a constant aura of helpful authority and dependability. Diplomacy is the order of the day, and that's vital for maintaining certain fictions, such as Jack Joyce's culpability in the events at the university. Minimize conflict, that is to say, make sure that individuals, whether they're politicians, city officials, police officers, reporters, ordinary citizens, etc., suffer minimal impact from activities. If we have to use force, the situation needs to take place out of sight and remain entirely contained. Whether containment means misdirection, coercion, imitation, bribery, or some other means depends on the circumstances. Can you imagine someone just sent this as a fucking memo? Like, hello? Hey, Gigi. Thank you for the like. It's vital nobody is left in a position to complain. To be clear, that doesn't mean we can eliminate witnesses and cover it up when people don't come home and others start to ask questions. So that has to be a last resort. I expect all supervisors to monitor their teams closely to ensure things stay on an even keel. I know most of our operatives haven't been trained in the soft touch, and I'll be blunt. The last thing we need is someone thinking this is Afghanistan and smacking a civilian around. We're one YouTube video away from this whole thing blowing up in our faces, so we have to maintain our operational profile throughout. For these activities, we have a considerable budget. Monarch Solutions is very well off. We've been building resources for a long time, and this is considered a priority. So we can buy a lot of silence and cooperation from authorities and citizens alike, but that only works as long as those things are for sale. And the moment we're seen as a threat, that opportunity will disappear. If you see a problem, be proactive, call it in. Don't let anything ruin our control or think it'll work itself out. We have to be sure. The situation can unravel faster than we think, and we'll have to coordinate our activities properly. Any questions or concerns, please contact me sooner rather than later. Again, who fucking sent this as a memo? Like, why would you do this in writing ever? This is a face-to-face conversation that you have. This is how we're going to control the government. What? For all the money and smart people involved in this company, that's a choice.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona, She's my only remaining contact on
Oh,
the
right, they
outside.
think Liam's dead.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Burke just wants to help his wife. We love Burke. Liam's a good spud. Okay, head of Monarch, Paul Serene. Creator, believes end of time is inevitable, building a survival program for a select few. Division leads, Martin Hatch. Monarch spokesperson, head of security and PR. Key advisor, working against Serene. Amaral. Head of research, specialist in chronon technology, only doctor trained to administer the treatment. Intimate relations with Serene? Maybe. Henry Kim, previous head of research, deceased. He's not dead, he's just broken. Key enforcers, Clarice, Monarch dispatcher, allegiance to Martin Hatch, working against Serene. Gibson, head of security, Monarch enforcer, deceased. That's right. He died in the hospital. Sucker. Carlos. Carlos? Who's that guy? Leader of Reaper Squad, loyal to Martin Hatch, deceased. Oh, that's right. He was the one who told Liam that he'd have fun murdering his wife, and so Liam, like, killed him. Potential allies, Fiona Miller, Chronon researcher, confirmed ally working from the inside with Beth. Hey, Sabby, how did your stream go? Welcome in. Hello, hello. Let me quickly... Fucking... Oh, no. Yep. I know how to press buttons. For sure, for sure. Well, EP, you're on daylight savings time now, so it's like 1:30, right? That's very late. You spreaded democracy. I love that. I love that. Liam Burke, Fixer, has questioned Monarch agenda extensively, deemed Monarch traitor for assisting Jack's escape. Charlie Wincott, hacker, allegiance to Martin Hatch, current loyalty unknown, dick. I like the fact that she's just included that there, you know? I mean, it's relevant, but he is a dick.
The lifeboat.
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
It is funny, Savvy. It is funny. On the unique nature of the lifeboat. While the lifeboat protocol is fairly straightforward on the surface, it's important that people involved with the project understand how it radically differs from other survival scenarios against so-called apocalyptic threats. Stutter-proofing. A traditional bunker is built to protect the occupants from an environmental hazard, for example, chemical attack or nuclear fallout. It's typically sealed airtight, and the occupants have their own electricity, air supply, and provisions. The bunker's interior is isolated from the outside environment, but the lifeboat's design's different. It's not actually sealed because it doesn't have to be. It does have strong walls and protected access points, but the outside environment is not the problem. It's the lack of Maya-Joyce field that enables time to exist that makes the outside hazardous. From a technological standpoint, these differences make the lifeboat's operating principles quite different, particularly with regards to maintenance. Compared to, say, the failure of the life support system in a hermetically sealed survival space such as a bunker, the failure of the lifeboat's stutter-proofing system has a far more immediate and grave effect. A traditional life support system can be repaired, for instance, as failure in the CO2 scrubbers would pose a significant threat, but with replacement parts and tools, properly trained occupants could easily repair the system before they feel ill effects. In fact, almost any mechanical failure short of a full-scale environmental breach can be fixed as long as suitable repair materials and trained personnel are at hand. But by its very nature, the stutter-proofing is different. If it fails, everyone within its area of effect is immediately affected by the zero state and becomes frozen. In permanent zero state scenario, that means they would have no opportunity to ever effect repairs. There's literally no time to react. The only exception would be personnel wearing an activated chronon harness such as the striker suit, but given that repairing the stutter-proofing system is a highly technical, complicated process requiring exceptional proficiency in the operation and engineering of chronon technology, this would be a scenario with low probability of success. It is therefore of the utmost importance that the lifeboat's stutter-proofing operates reliably and without faults, with multiple fail-safe systems, because if it ever fails, it's unlikely it can be repaired or restarted. Accordingly, once the lifeboat protocol has been activated, there's no real way to deactivate it other than removing the chronon field regulator. This would be highly inadvisable, as doing so could not only disrupt the stutter-proofing, but more importantly, without the CFR, the lifeboat's rate of chronon particle consumption is increased by a vast margin, effectively reducing its potential operating time to a fraction of what it's intended. Unique advantages and risks. However, it's worth pointing out that even though the lifeboat operation has unique hazards, there are also unique advantages. One such advantage is provisions. A traditional survival scenario in a bunker typically involves a poor quality of meals due to obvious resourcing problems. Anything that spoils easily is out of the question. In a zero-state scenario, however, spoilage becomes a non-issue. Anything stored outside the stutter-proofed area remains in perfect condition. This advantage doesn't only apply to comestibles, but also makes the storage of medicine, volatile chemicals, and other similar articles far less of a problem than it otherwise would be. In fact, given that the city of Riverport is vast compared to the relatively small number of people residing in the lifeboat, in theory, Monarch operatives could venture outside the lifeboat in chronon harnesses and actually enjoy fresh-cooked meals simply by entering a restaurant, finding the ready-made dishes that have been prepared, remove them from the zero state to the stutterproof area, and enjoy them as hot and delicious as if they'd just been prepared, which, in fact, of course, they would have been. So I mean, the overwhelming story of this is that time is ending, and they've created an arc for their best and brightest to live in, or however long it takes them to figure out how to unend time. So that's what this is. This is about. It's them talking about, you know, how the lifeboat works. To be clear, thank you for the hydrate stretch and posture check. To be clear, this is not a recommended activity, as it would be a foolish waste of resources to go after individual meals like that. The above scenarios mentioned here merely to illustrate the point. Even though the lifeboat has been designed to operate for decades of subjective time, it doesn't actually need provisions for that long. If the lifeboat's own reserves start to run low, a well-planned supply run into the city could easily result in a great deal of perfectly preserved supplies. Hey, Sindra, how you doing? Welcome in. Another advantage is that while the situation outside the lifeboat would be dire, people frozen in zero state would not actually be dead. If a solution is found to the end of time scenario, everybody would resume their everyday lives, most likely with no awareness of time ever having stopped. However, it's hard to know what the exact psychological impact of that knowledge on the lifeboat personnel will be. There's a real concern that the pressure of knowing that they have the sole responsibility for the survival of the human race, and that there are billions of people outside the walls of the lifeboat, helpless and unaware, frozen eternally in that last moment, may prove crushing for some. On the other hand, knowing that their loved ones are not actually dead and may be saved and are not in any direct distress, or indeed even aware of the situation, may prove to be a powerful motivating factor that helps us resolve the situation. Of course, the solution to the problem of a permanent zero state is not currently within our reach, and we expect to finding one to take subjective decades if it's indeed possible, but we can try. It's worth noting that since the people outside the lifeboat are indeed not dead, merely stopped, it should be possible for a team of personnel wearing chronon harnesses to exit the lifeboat, retrieve a person, and bring them to the lifeboat. However, I advise against adopting this practice, for the occupants should forever remain a theoretical scenario. Any situation in which somebody is brought in from the outside would cause undue stress on the occupants, who would at that point have to become acutely aware that their loved ones could be brought in. But since the lifeboat has limited space, this could never be allowed. That kind of psychological pressure would likely lead to friction and questions of favoritism, and ultimately increase the mission risk failure. Well, I guess they could at least go outside and look at their frozen relatives. Hi, these people talk so much. Mission statement. For approved employees only. I've seen the path ahead. I know it will be hard. I founded Monarch Solutions to bring together those who will walk it with me. The elite few whose skill, dedication, and passion will live on when everything else ends. To that end, we will work under my guiding vision of the future, my knowledge of what's coming. We can accept that we cannot change our fate, nor can we avoid it. It's a harsh truth, but it is the truth. We will accept it and its full implications, but we will not deviate from our course, nor give in to despair, nor give up the fight. Those of us who share in this knowledge, who learn of the triumphs and tragedies of the days and years to come, will look past them and find ways to turn them to our advantage. The grey and uncertain area beyond what is known will be where we build our empire, and we build it on the hope that we can persevere, that the end isn't our end, and that we can still succeed. We will expand Monarch's influence and power in all possible spheres. financial, political, cultural, medical, technological, and military, to the best of our ability. This is a goal unto itself. We need to be in a position of exceptional resources and ability to act when the time comes. We will build. We will seek success and profit, not for the sake of wealth and fame, but for the sake of preparedness. We will develop a science and technology to counter a very specific set of circumstances. This will require extensive research and experimentation as well as tremendous financial cost. We will not be daunted by these challenges. We will complete our work. We will not compromise. We recognize that sacrifice is required and we are willing to pay the cost to meet our goals. There is no alternative to this. Doubts, qualms, and sentiment are luxuries we cannot afford. Whatever we have to do is a lesser evil than the extinction of the entire human race, and to pretend otherwise is weakness. Nothing in the history of our planet has been as important as this. Nothing we have accomplished as a species matters if we fail in our mission. We will not fail. There will be many challenges in the years ahead. I know what's coming. It can't be averted. There's no escaping it. But we can survive it and we can overcome it. And we will. I'm dedicating myself, this company, and every shred of willpower at my disposal to that mission. I expect the same of those who join me on it. Paul Serene.
Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
He actually believes he's doing the right thing.
It's because he doesn't think the fracture can be stopped. And he's wrong.
Monarch Solutions 3-phase. Building an empire. Blah, 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 blah. Preparing the future. And the Lifeboat Protocol. From October 9th, 2016 until the end of time. It's almost the end of time, my friends. Oh, you're here. Hello.
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
How's that possible? It wasn't even the same time machine he entered at the university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
In that corner? Yeah. Interesting.
No use going there before talking to Dr. Emerald.
But there's stuff in... Oh my god. There's a giraffe. I want the giraffe. Let me in. Make me do other things first. Wait. That's a light. Uh-oh.
Hey, we might be able to reach the other side of the machine through here.
Can't stop that. My bad. Okay, well there's nothing else that's telling me urgently, so I guess we go talk to Sophia.
Did she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check. How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
7 a.m.? That's hours before we even got here.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Someone time traveled and did it.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
Okay.
Sure. Saves me from volunteering.
Up we go.
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Above the machine. The perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
Okay, so we've got to follow the cables from this thing. So there's one here.
Okay,
Is that
first
one?
red light is now green.
Good. One more to go.
What color is the cable coming
I'm
from
not
it?
sure if you can reach the second one that way. You may have to climb down and reach the other side of the
Yeah, I can't see where that comes out. Okay, that must be in the other room. It's fine. That's gonna be the one that's so yeah. Okay, cool. Beautiful, so we can get to the giraffe. I'm so excited. Giraffe. Giraffe. Wait, why can't I interact with it? There.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. Kept everything.
Welcome in, Onefowl. How you doing?
Guess you thought you might come back.
Aw.
Is that?
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage.
Aww.
Jack? You okay?
Yeah.
He was taller than Will. What's she holding? What is that?
My artsy rebel phase.
Complete with a very rebellious how-to guide. I always wanted to try this, actually. Never had the time.
Yes, we did establish Will as a hobbit, much to my confusion. Okay, so the last piece is in there. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I was very confused about that. No, someone asked if he was a hobbit, and I'm like, he's just short. What?
That's my signature.
Oh my god.
I've never even been here before.
Beth.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass. It couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
Aww. Thank you for the like. Welcome in, Kiora.
All right. If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way. It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
Damn.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Getting kiddo ready for school? No worries at all. Thank you for coming by. Beth, I know this encounter is a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I'd tell you you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody's ever, is ever going to understand what you're going through. The closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you're losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You've been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through all this before and I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to acknowledge this, but eventually you'll learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You'll be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you'll push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences and partly to prove the book wrong. But the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry and claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You're special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mum. This is the 4th chapter out of 4. So we're in the last quarter. December 3rd, 2000. Why is it always on the 3rd? Mr. Harsuk from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim you're hiding it on purpose, so they'll buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it'll only make things worse. Eventually, when you're able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mum. Then give her a hug. She'll push you away. She'll look incredibly confused and vulnerable. She'll never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you'll do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined and cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You'll discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You'll find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You'll take the night bus home. There'll be only one other passenger on board. A scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. September 11, 2001. Of course. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Center to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further details because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You'll curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It'll take a long time to get over this, but eventually you'll use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what's coming. It won't happen again. Next time you will be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So what's coming? October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It's your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you'll be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to the rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They'll try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You'll know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden. But keep in mind the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing, style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you, the way they move, speak, and laugh. Copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you need to master to be truly prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino, Kali, and Jeet Kune Do. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles. Wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one you'll build as you go. In time, you'll understand what's necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target, Jack Joyce. He's the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar. Do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him, and he has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake his grief for stupidity. Study your objective, the countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time, and this is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this, and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you'll be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you'll feel underprepared. You'll wish I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is enough, everything you will need in order to get you where you need to be. I know this because I'm already here. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. I don't think that's a helpful thing for her to hear entirely. Is there a thing? A few things. Three. Okay.
Looks climbable.
I got the Chronon. Look up. Alright. Oh, dear. Okay. Up.
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
That's exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's mind while building this thing. Of course. Don't expect to.
Okay. I don't know if that's actually a stable thing. Okay. I can't build anything. I don't know how to like. All right.
Having trouble getting to that red light up there?
It's easier said than done.
No pressure. It's the fate of the world.
All right, all lights are green.
Just there's something over that way. Okay, I can't go down. Sorry. I broke his legs, neck, throat, everything. Apparently. My bad. I want to know what there's a thing, something here. That way. Oh, it's up there. What? How do I get to that? Oh, upsetty spaghetti. I needed to do it while I was up there. All right. Can you run faster, please? We need to do a loop. I gotta get back up there. What chapters on player? There are 5? Ah. That's fine. No, I assumed that there was... Yeah, I assumed that it was going to be the rest of stream today. And we started the game really late in stream, like an hour and a half in. So that's fine. Doesn't matter that there's more. Like, yeah. So if there's only 2 hours left, then that's definitely about what I'd anticipated. So we should be clearing tonight. Wait, where is it? It's not gone. I can't see when I'm... Oh, it's up there. You know. We gonna finish. I'd say that the 5th chapter or whatever is just gonna be an epilogue. Oh, I love how this is no longer, like, doing shit since I'm here. Run on.
Alright, that's it.
That way. Huh. Wasn't there before? Can I go on here? Yes. Apparently. Okay. So it's up that way now, but there was something that was like off to this side before, but I don't know where this side. Maybe it's above on that platform there, but how do I get to there? It's rail. I don't know how to get up there. There's something, I think, up on the side. But I'm not sure. Like, if I use this here. It says there's something like that straight ahead that way. Maybe underneath. Let's have a look under the thing. Down from here. Jack, where the fuck are you going now? Ah, hunting. Ha! That way. No. Oh, Jack, no. Okay, danger zone. Can't go there. Oh, I hate when they do things, you know? Can I go up through here? No. Yeah, I just don't know where exactly. Like the thing almost seems to be telling me to go to the place where I just was. Yeah, it's up. It's that way, over there. So it's got to be something. Is it on that platform? I don't know what we're doing. At least it's easy enough to get back to. I can't see anything though. No, and it's telling me it's there. It's telling me it's where the thing is. So I'm really confused by this. Here it's telling me it's just the game point, but that this game is lying to me in 100 different ways. So we've apparently started a thing in here. Oh, was I meant to go to the computer? Was I meant to go here? Ah, there's two! There's the computer there, but what's over this way? Hello? Hello? I can't go up in the stands. So how can I see what's in there? What the heck? There's definitely something there, but where? Is it out? Oh. Okay, so across the top platforms. But how do I get up there exactly? Yeah, okay, so it's probably on that platform up there. No, see, I can only see one from here, which means it's... I don't know. Why? It's got to be that. It's got to be on that, but how can I reach there from... It's too far from there, right? Welcome to Fee Struggles with Basic Things Sometimes. Yes, it's telling me there is definitely something over there. Can I, like, move that platform? I can solidify it. Okay. Alright, let's get our run-up going. I missed! But I was really close to it. I don't know if I'm able to move the platform over. I don't think you can. Like, it looks fairly fixed here. So it's got to be that corner there's the closest point, right? So okay, let's go. Running. Jump at the last second. No, I can't reach it. Oh, that's upsetting. Why would they make it like that? There's something there and I'm only missing one thing. So it has to be the thing that I want, right? I can't jump from a higher place to it. I don't think that's Yeah, there's nothing higher that takes me down. All right, we're going to give this one more try, and then I will go press the actual button that it wants me to press. No. There's got to be another way to do it that I just don't know. Okay. All right. 3 tries was my tries. Let's press this button. Wait, maybe I just needed to do that first.
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work.
I can't see anything there, though.
It's ready. It's actually functional.
Wait, is it gone now?
That fixed it. Come on down.
It's not up there. It's over there. That way. It's like, maybe it is outside the building. I fell too far. No. You ever feel really bad at gaming? Because, same. I don't think I can go outside the building. I hate my life. We're gonna try and go there. I don't know if I physically can. It's done this way. Is there a thing off to the right? There is no things to the right there. And I can't see anything from here. Oh, man. Okay. Well, apparently I have to go press the button again. Whoops. I'm sorry, friends. Ugh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it is making me do that twice.
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive.
Yay. This may actually work. Just not like...
It's actually functional. That fixed it. Come on down.
I'm trying, but this is not looking so good.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the data into the console.
Oh, she done zoomed? Oh, the console's this one here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, what we might do... Oh, I can see it now. Everything's okay. The amount of time I just spent trying to get to that. Hey, upgrades. Okay, we can increase the size. Actually, I might. This one looks better. Can I? I've got 7 points. Time dodge. Maximum focus. That's what I wanted. How much it cost 6 for that? We've only got 2 points left, so we're going to have to hold off on that. Okay, cool. Beautiful. What we're going to do... You could have missed it. Well, that's just it. I missed one piece of information in chapter 1 and one piece in chapter 3, and it just shit me so bad. So I'm determined not to do that again, you know? We have a few minutes until an ad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big break now for about 10 minutes or so. The ad should run in about 6 minutes, I think, and get up. I drank all my water. I'm like, cheers. Woo, Fiona actually drank a whole glass of water. So I'm going to get some more water and make a fresh cup of tea. For folks watching on YouTube, the video will end here and we'll pick up in the next one. I'll post the 2 together. So you will have access to both. I'm splitting it up to make them more bite-sized. Because apparently people don't like 4.5, 6-hour videos. Anyway, so if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for being here. I appreciate you and I'll see you soon.